This news update is brought to you by...
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Get your sun power.
This is the Noon Barbados Today update for Thursday, January 23rd, 2014. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. The list of who will be among the 3,000 public sector workers who will go home by March is still not completed. But Labour Minister Dr. Esther Bayasuku says Cabinet has agreed to the first-in, last-out method to choose who will go home. She says that could have been avoided if there was a performance evaluation system in the public service.
Unless there have been performance measurements in the service, there's no other means by which you can send home people. I've heard the concern, but if we do last in first out, we are sending home some of our better workers. But that is all in the realm. It's all very subjective. PSs may know which workers are working well and which workers are not. But if they have not been writing it down, if they have not been documented, there's nothing to go on.
Bayasuku was speaking this morning after the opening of the Productivity Council workshop at the Island Inn Hotel. The first batch of layoffs was originally to take place by January 15th, but Prime Minister Francis Stewart said they were still working on determining who would be retrenched and the layoffs would instead start by month end. A top UNICEF official says Barbados' education system needs tweaking. UNICEF representative for Barbados and the Eastern Caribbean, Kin Sandy Lewin, says the current structure doesn't do much for students once they graduate. She's concerned that a culture of reading and a thirst for knowledge are not supported.
For Barbados, there are claims that in some quarters that many young adults can barely read or write or count. Since we are in the knowledge era, with a massive information explosion, Barbados does require more than a good formal education system to really make a difference in Barbados so that social investment is equally an economic investment. This wider element of societal literacy will go much further in addressing the literacy of less than 0.3% of the population.
The UNICEF representative was speaking at the launch of the Republic Bank's Power to Make a Difference program at the Radisson Aquatica Hotel last night. Several groups were honored during the ceremony, including the Irving Wilson School for the Deaf and the Blind, the Ann Hill School, Barbados Association of Palliative Care, Erdiston, and Living Waters. Commerce Minister Donville Innes has been trying to woo more investors from Trinidad and Tobago to Barbados. He has invited them to come despite the country's economic challenges. In fact, speaking at the quarterly luncheon meeting for the Chamber of Commerce and Industry in the Twin Island Republic, he said the challenges are really an opportunity and now is the time to invest. And he assured that they would get returns on their investments. In sports now, the West Indies Cricket Board will have its say on a controversial proposal from the International Cricket Council that would put power in international cricket in the hands of India, England, and Australia. The WICB had discussions on the matter during a two-day emergency meeting which ended late yesterday. But it says its position won't be made public until President Dave Cameron presents it at the quarterly meeting of the International Cricket Council, that's the ICC, in Dubai on January 28th and 29th. The ICC working paper is proposing that Test cricket is played under a two-tiered system in which England, India, and Australia will not be demoted, while the teams like West Indies and New Zealand would find themselves in the second tier.
There's regional and international news after this short break. McInerney Quality and Consolidated Finance invite you to trade in your old car for a new one. So, bring your car and come to McInerney Quality in Wildy. That's right, all trade-ins are welcomed. Any make or model we'll trade towards your new car. Plus, you get 2 years free insurance when you purchase a Kia, Mazda or Ford. And with on-the-spot financing by Consolidated Finance, you can drive away with something new. So, bring your car and come to McInerney Quality in Wildy. All trade-ins are welcome.
The Business Minute every Tuesday and Thursday on this platform. Informative, up to the minute, up-to-date news you can trust every time.
In regional news now, the financial problems at the cash-strapped regional airline Liat are now affecting workers' pay. Staff in Antigua are still awaiting salaries due to them on January 15th. And while that's expected to be in the bank by tomorrow, workers are now being told they won't get their end-of-month pay until a week after it's due. But Liat says it's hoping to solve its cash flow problems within the next 3 to 4 months. The airline continues to grapple with severe cash flow constraints, a situation which has been worsened by the multi-million-dollar fleet renewal. Internationally now, at least 3 people have died and 30 more are reported missing after a fire tore through an old people's home in Quebec. The building, which was home to about 50 to 60 people, was destroyed. At least 9 people were injured. That's the NOM update. Join us again at 6 this evening. In the meantime, you can log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper, and like us on Facebook to get more news and sports. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Up next is the Business Minute.
The Business Minute is brought to you by...
To my people out there working hard to expand your horizons, chasing a flawless dream. Keep your eyes on the prize and we don't look back. It's forward thinking, on to the new stuff. It's time to lay bricks on the foundation of your future.
Get set with Signia to be sure the world will be yours. Take you to exceptional, incredible new heights. And get set with Signia.
Signia, quality solutions for your financial needs.
This is the Barbados Today Business Minute for Thursday, January 23rd, 2014. I'm Vic Fernandez. First Citizens Bank remains confident in its Barbados operations despite the challenges it's facing here. That's the assurance from First Citizens Group Chief Executive Officer Larry Nath. He says the bank is going forward with its plans for the business here because, as he puts it, it's not a matter of if, but when the Barbados economy recovers.
We intend some wonderful growth and expansion plans for Barbados. Our focus will be on risk management, operational efficiency, and customer satisfaction. We are looking to improve our branch network and deploy new ATMs and new technology.
Who says you shouldn't mix business with pleasure? Well, a Barbadian-born businessman living in Switzerland not only plans to do just that, but to make money doing it. Peter Herwood has his eyes set on investing in the sport of golf back home. The owner of PA Golf says by next year he intends to open up some boutique shops across the island, specializing in golf-wear and equipment to help Barbados' economy benefit from the increasingly popular sport. And now for today's financial tip. This one is for young workers. Just as you headed off to school with your parents' hope to prepare you for success in a world that seemed eons away, you need to prepare your retirement well in advance. Because of the way compound interest works, the sooner you start saving, the less principal you'll have to invest to end up with the amount you need to retire. That's been the Barbados Today Business Minute. Join us again next Tuesday. Until then, you can get more business and news by logging on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribing to our e-paper, and liking us on Facebook. I'm Vic Fernandez.
The Business Minute is brought to you by...
To my people out there working hard to expand your horizons, chasing a flawless dream. Keep your eyes on the prize and we don't look back. It's forward thinking, on to the new stuff. It's time to lay bricks on the foundation of your future.
Get set with Signia to be sure the world will be yours. Take you to exceptional, incredible new heights. And get set with Signia.
Quality solutions for your financial needs.